Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maria. If this happens to be your first time visiting, welcome to Siempre Infinitos DIY. Today I'm so excited because I get to share with you how I made a Christmas mini cake. So let's begin. So here I have some clay and I'm going to make sure to condition it well. I ran out of brown clay, so I just went ahead and got this, I believe it's cream color, but that's okay, because it works just as well. So of course, after I condition my clay, I'm just going to start rolling it out, and then I'm just going to use with the palm of my hands to shape my cake. And here I have this clear stamp that I'm going to make sure the top of it is flat. Now here I have this round cookie cutter. I'm not going to really cut my clay. The only thing, I just want to use it as a guide, just to make sure that I don't go too big, and try to stay at the same size of that cookie cutter. Because I'm going to be making two separate cakes, I want to make sure that all four pieces are the right size, and it's actually the same size. All right, so once I have my cake mold out, then I'm going to go in here with my brush as you see, and then I'm just going to be dabbing, try to make sure that whatever dents I put in there, they do not disappear when my clay dries. So I just want to make sure that I press in there firmly. And then of course, you do not have to use a clear stamp like I was using just a minute ago. I just wanted to make sure that if I place my hand on top, I do not make any type of, I'll try to keep it as flat as I can. So if you want to, you can go right ahead, but if not, don't worry about it. Okay, so once I have my cakes done, then what I'm going to do, I want to make sure that they are somewhat dry, because since I'm going to be using lightweight spackle, I want to make sure that they are not heavy. And this is actually giving me more of a biscuit look, which is okay with me. If you do want to make a biscuit, then what you can do is also grab something flat like a knife or some other type of tool, and then just make lines in there, to make them look like, those Pillsbury biscuits where they're like in layers. You can do that, or you don't have to, you can just, keep it looking like a homemade biscuit. So here I am using, as you see, my makeup palette, and this is why I didn't care if I did not have the color brown of clay, so because I was going to do some shading anyway. So really I just want to shade the ends and the side, not really caring for the middle of my cake, because since I am going to be adding something on top of that, there's no need. So I just try to do like the ends, and then of course you want to go a little darker on the ends, and you want to make sure that we're trying to make it look like it's been baked and what have you, and of course trying to make it look a little bit more realistic, I'm sorry. Okay, since I'm doing this for video purposes, I just went ahead and made another cake. So you want to make sure that both of your pieces are dry, because since I'm going to be adding a light spackle, which is going to be mimicking our icing. So I just want to go right ahead and make sure that's a little bit dry for you. And then here I am using ice tipping number 1A, if I'm correct. And then I'm just going to go right ahead and put some of there. Of course, you want to make sure again that it is somewhat dry, because you don't want your piece of cake, once you place on it, to be too heavy. It will squish it. But once it's somewhat dry, then you can just go right ahead and place it. Again, I made two separate cakes, so I wanted to make sure that one was drying while I was working on the next. All right, so now that I have my cake here ready, I'm going to go in and start using some fabric paint, and this is going to be mimicking my chocolate syrup. Now normally I like to use white caulking, and then I like to mix in some paint. But if you don't have that, then there are other options like this fabric paint, which is nothing wrong with it. I do still recommend that what you do with when you use fabric paint is on the side, just like the way you just saw. Squeeze it a little bit in case there's any air in there, because you don't want to not do that and then go straight to your fake bake, and then when you use that, it's gonna just, and if there's air in there, it's gonna just splat and it's gonna make a mess. So I always like to first make sure I squeeze it like on a piece of paper on the side somewhere, so in case there's any air, it releases that air. So once I finish covering my slice of cake, then not my slice of cake, I'm sorry, but my mini cake, I am going to let it dry, because I want to make sure that I do not smear this chocolate. I am very clumsy when it comes to that. And as you see here, all I'm doing is just really starting on the outside, working my way in. I'm not necessarily going to cover the entire cake on top, because I'm going to be adding something else on top of that. So there are two ways that you can do your icing dripping. First is the way I'm showing you here, where you just uh, go on the end of your cake, and then you just start making little lines going down. The other way that you can do this is just keep adding it on the ends, around and around, and then you can just lightly shake it a bit, and it will start dripping on its own. So there are two ways that you can do that. Just make sure that if you do decide to shake it and so it can drip on its own, don't shake it too hard nor too fast, because otherwise it'll probably just start scattering everywhere. So you just want to make sure to go very lightly. All right, so now I'm just gonna go right ahead and place this one to the side, and I'm gonna grab the other one that I was working on first. So here I have icing tip number 6B, I believe. I'm not can't really remember, to be honest with you. I'm going to go right ahead and add all of the items that I use in this video in the description box down below, and also I'll go right ahead and add it here in the video for you. So now I'm just going to be adding the icing in the center of my cake, and just simple as this. So now it's really looking yummy. Okay, so here I have some crushed rocks, and because this is for Christmas, I think that little gold, bits of gold in there will be cute. So this is really looking really festive to me already. Added a cute little cinnamon stick, and then of course some pink pearls, and I also add some little mini I think they're called caviar pearls. But yeah, so I hope I inspire you to make one of these. Let me know if I did. And yeah, and if you're not following me, I really hope you consider it and following me. And as you saw, this was really simple. Of course, I'm going to try my best to work on more, and so I can get more out here for you instead of just one per week. So what do you think? I really love how they look. I can't wait to start decorating my tier trays for Christmas. So my friends, as of course, this is the end of the video. So until the next time, stay safe, be kind. Bye.